Hey guys, Jared here with a gamification conversation video, and today I'm going to be joined by T, where we're going to be discussing our predictions for the next and possibly final 3 DLC characters to come to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We're going to be discussing our top 3 picks alongside some honourable mentions, just because it's kind of tricky to narrow it down to just 3 characters. So we're going to be discussing a whole bunch of characters and just getting our opinions out there. Hi T.
Sam.
How you doing?
Excited really, because this is a topic I've wanted to discuss for a while.
Yeah. So we both know I've made a video on this, which is currently public on the channel, and anyone can watch that. So we're going to start with your picks, because there's no point me talking about mine, because people who've watched that video will probably be very bored listening to my picks over again. So yeah, we'll start with yours and we'll see which ones cross over, and I'll drop mine in every now and then. But yeah, let's waste no more time and get on with your first pick.
Okay, so first I'm gonna agree with you and say Dr. Eggman needs to be in Smash Brothers.
Good.
There is a massive heroes versus villains. Like, we got Cloud and Sephiroth, King K. Rool and Donkey Kong. I think it's only fair. We got Bowser and Mario, so I think it's only fair we have the crazy mad Dr. Eggman in there to rival Sonic as the longest third-party rep that's been in Smash.
Yeah, definitely. It has really been, I said it in the video, but Smash Bros. Ultimate has been the rise of the villains, because even in the King K. Rool and Banjo-Kazooie trailer, they had the little, like, bow, wow, wow, with all the other villains and the heroes fighting and stuff. They've really, honed
Ridley
in
as
on
well.
that aspect. Yeah.
Ridley as well, and Dark Samus, both, rivals to Samus.
Yeah, exactly. We were like the two brand. Like, Metroid has had no representation in Smash other than Samus up until this game, up until Ultimate, and then the 2 brand new Metroid characters to come in are both villains.
Yeah,
and I really think you can make an argument for Dr. Eggman being like the second most iconic video game villain of all time.
Oh, definitely. You got Bowser, you got Eggman. Yeah, it just makes sense in my mind, anyway. And you got Sephiroth in there as well now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. If Sephiroth's an iconic villain, then Dr. Eggman has to be as well. Like, it just, and yeah, there's so many points stacking for Dr. Eggman to be in the game. He's a bad guy. Sonic has had no representation other than himself in the game, and of course he got assist trophies and stuff. But character-wise, it's just been Sonic since Brawl, which is insane to me. And how we've had all these brand new game characters come in. Castlevania, Street Fighter, Final Fantasy, all with multiple characters in them. It really makes no sense to me why Sonic is just on his own.
Right, actually, yeah, I'll carry on because I've got a few of this, but I'm going to also want to discuss who I can't see being a character as well.
Okay. Well,
so I've got reasons for, and I've got characters that can't as well.
Okay, wow.
So my second is going to be Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah,
because, like I said, I spoke to you about this when I was on the phone to you the other day about how there's a pattern. This was my idea, by the way, not Jared's. He's passing off his own on his own video. I'll cut his throat now.
Expose.
Like, you've got... So, like, it's following the pattern of the first party, including Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant, Min Min, Joker is a WoW character, and you've got Steve, which is another WoW character. Hero is Square Enix character. Sephiroth is Square Enix character. You've got Banjo, which is like a... We want another third party. We want another third party rep like this. Like, completely, like, out of the blue in a way, and I think Dr. Eggman would fit that bit lovely. But, in my opinion, I didn't know who Terry was until Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
but,
I'm in the same boat as you. I recognise him, but I don't know who he is.
However, I'd like to see that flipped, because he's a single-person third-party rep, and I think that'd also fit the bill for Crash Bandicoot as well. And, yeah. So, yeah, Crash Bandicoot is definitely my second. I've got a few, like, backups as well. Predictions.
So you mentioned Crash, which is another character who was on my own list as well. In my previous video I made, I said it might be a toss-up between Crash and Rayman. What's your thoughts on Rayman, potentially?
He's one of my backups as well.
Yeah, like I'm
So-
torn with Rayman because I'm surprised he's not in it, but I can't see him being picked over Crash, and then I can't see both Crash and Rayman being picked for the last 3 spots.
I think, right, you mean it. I think Rayman would stand a slightly better chance than Crash, because there's already some sort of Ubisoft representation. You've got the Rabbids, you've got the Rayman spirits as well, and you've got the Altair Mia costume.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a relationship here between between Ubisoft and Nintendo. So I think Rayman stands as a sliver of a chance more than Crash Bandicoot does.
To be honest, that is a point. Like I really am. Like I'm just saying now, if Rayman ends up in the game, I'm claiming that because I have been so torn between Crash and Rayman because I'm surprised Rayman isn't in the game already because Ubisoft and Nintendo are so tight at the moment. Like they made what was it, Rabbids and that Rabbids and Mario game.
Oh, the Kingdom Battle. Yep.
Yeah, the Kingdom Battle. They've got, like you said, literally the Rabbids costumes have been introduced very recently. I think they were the last one along with Steve when he was announced. Maybe. I know they got announced recently.
Yeah,
but,
was there a Rabbid costume as well?
Yeah,
because I know Altair was one of the costumes. I think he was around the time of Terry or Byleth, I think.
Yeah, no, there was a Rabbids Mii costume that got introduced not too long ago. And yeah, and we got the spirits. And I'm not sure if Rayman is a spirit. I know it doesn't really matter if a character is a spirit or not.
No, I've got a bit of a paragraph I'm going to read as well about spirits and characters. If not, I'll read now, actually.
Go for it.
Regardless if there's a spirit or not of the character, King K. Rool had a spirit before he was formally announced. Which is, but it doesn't deter the fact that he was a character in the game anyway. Like obviously he was planned to be in the game, but we saw a spirit of him before we saw the character reveal. Yeah. So I think there's a good chance that spirits can be swapped and changed possibly.
Oh, I'm strongly in the camp of it doesn't matter if you're a spirit. Except wasn't Min Min a spirit?
I believe Min was a spirit, yeah.
So I think it's pretty much been proved that it doesn't matter if you're a spirit. I think the only the only things that they completely discredit a character from being a character in Smash is if they're a Mii costume or an assist trophy.
Objection. Mii costumes don't matter because you've got a Link Mii costume, you've got a Captain Falcon.
Link's okay. Those characters, they're like iconic though. They've been in, they would have to give these types of Mii costumes out. You know what I mean?
Like in Smash 4, you had a King K. Rool Mii costume and a Chrom Mii costume.
That costume isn't in the game anymore now, right?
I believe so. I believe it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I don't think in the current games, when they were introduced, that wasn't the game that
I can see what you mean.
in.
No, but I definitely disagree with that. I don't think Mii costumes matter.
We are yet. It could go either way.
I
could be wrong because we haven't been proven on that yet or not. Because all we're going by is that we haven't seen a character and a Mii costume being introduced into the same game.
No, that's very true. But I definitely don't think Mii costumes matter. I mean, for Jesse and James to be introduced to Smash Brothers.
Who was it? Who was it? Travis Touchdown. Because a lot of people were thinking he was going to be in the game. And then the Travis Touchdown Mii costume got introduced, and then everyone's like, oh, well, he's not in the game anymore. And that's what a lot of people are waiting about for tomorrow with, sorry, this is probably going to date the video, but when Sephiroth's
gameplay,
Sakurai says, when Sephiroth does this whole thing, if the Geno Mii costume gets introduced in that showcase...
It's in the game. It's already in the game, Geno is.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's been put in the game yet.
On the fly research.
I think it's obviously in Smash 4. I don't think it's been put in Ultimate yet. And this is what people are thinking. People are like, oh, Geno's costume isn't in the game yet. Is he going to be in the game? Yeah, his costume isn't there. So people are saying that if it gets introduced tomorrow, then he's going to be in the game. And then he's not going to be in the game, sorry. And if it doesn't, then there's still hope for him to be in the game.
He has a spirit.
Yeah, he's got a spirit, yeah.
I don't think he's got a costume. Geno appears as a profile icon in the game's online mode, or as a spirit in the adventure mode.
Yeah. So yeah, his costume's still yet to be introduced. So that's what people are waiting for tomorrow.
I'll withdraw that statement. I mean, it
Yeah,
would
no,
make
yeah.
sense, wouldn't it? To have because both Gino and Marlowe are technically property of Square.
Yes.
That's why they've been so touchy on the whole Gino saga.
And I've already made my top 5 characters who won't be in Smash, and Gino was one of them, and you can go check that out if you want, but I didn't think he was going to be in Smash anyway, and I think Sephiroth in Smash kind of deconfirms that now, or confirms that, shall I say.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's another Square Enix rep. We're not going to get another Square Enix rep after this.
I can't imagine happening unless there's like a DLC Wave 3, where it completely poops on our theory entirely.
Oh yeah. But that's why, do you reckon we're going to get a DLC Wave 3?
I don't think so. Sakurai needs a break.
Yes. Anyway, who's your third character?
Right, so my third, following our trend, is Rex and Pyra. Because right at the start of, like, initially getting the DLC Pack 1 as a season pass of sorts, we had that Rex costume, me costume.
Yes.
So I'm willing to bet that it's been a big old long tease that maybe we'll have Rex and Pyra, or if it's just Rex by himself, or like Rex and you get the other characters.
Okay. Well, I've got a few things against why Rex and Pyra would be in the game. One is that Sakurai definitely wanted them in the game. Like, he stated that he wanted them, but there just wasn't enough time, so he wasn't able to put them in. So if it was up to Sakurai, I would fully believe they would be in the game, but it's been stated that these DLC picks are purely made by Nintendo. They're chosen by Nintendo, and they approach Sakurai saying, is this character possible? And Sakurai says either yes or no. And to be honest, since Sakurai put Minecraft Steve in, I feel like any character is now going to be possible with how complicated Steve is as a character. So then obviously that falls into the hands of Nintendo, and I can't, judging by the DLC characters, I can't see Nintendo really wanting to care too much for Xenoblade and Rex and Pyra. Like, Rex and Pyra were hot predictions back in, like, when Smash Bros. Ultimate got announced, but they've really fallen off the wagon, in my opinion. Like, I don't really think many people are too fussed, and I can't see Nintendo choosing them.
Fair enough. It's my opinion. Right, anyway, I got my... Right, now going back to what you said earlier about I can't see assist trophies being upgraded to fully fledged characters mid-game.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see them going, oh, Waluigi. I can just use Waluigi just to cause controversy. Waluigi isn't going to be a DLC fighter because he's already in the game as assist trophy. Because what would happen if you had Waluigi the character and Waluigi the assist trophy? The explosion would be so huge, it'd wipe out the entirety of Smash Brothers, you know?
Exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, it's obvious they're not going to do it because they've already spent assets and a lot of time making the Waluigi assist trophy. They're not just going to get rid of it, you know? Like, it would be cool to have Waluigi in the game, but...
Oh, definitely.
They wouldn't replace the assist trophy. I did hear this fun theory online, though, saying that they could introduce Shadow as a character and just say his assist trophy is a clone Shadow.
Oh, gosh.
and that the fighter is the real Shadow, which I thought, it was pretty funny. I could see them maybe doing that, but I don't know.
Well, they could change the colour of Shadow's quills.
They could release an update where they change the colour of the assist trophy Shadow.
Well, they have updated Cloud's Final Smash for Sephiroth, haven't they? So yeah,
exactly. It's possible. It'll be a bit of like oh, come on, seriously, if they do that. But it could be. You don't know. It's possible.
Mm-hmm. Right, shall I start my backup? So
yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Right. So I've also got Monster Hunter there as well.
Yeah.
As like a wow, didn't see this coming. Like a Monster Hunter hero character.
Yeah, Monster Hunter's been doing really well. Like, it was on my previous top picks video, and it almost made it into my top 3 because I was really going between Monster Hunter and Eggman, and because Monster Hunter's really, really popular right now. Like, it's doing very, very well.
And
yeah, especially
like a few Monster Hunter games come out as well. Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Monster Hunter Rise as well, and they're coming out on the Switch too. So,
is there a movie coming out?
possibly,
I think I read something about a movie.
maybe. I wouldn't like to say. Comments, correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Monster Hunter rep. I actually kind of did low key think that during the introduction phase of the last of Sephiroth's trailer, I thought that was potentially going to be a Monster Hunter rep. I thought like Rathalos was going to come down and all that stuff, and then
But actually, saying about Rathalos, that doesn't that sort of deconfirm it at the same time? Because they wouldn't have the Rathalos assist trophy and boss fight there, and then introduce a character later on.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you can look at it that way, but also you can look at it in the way of there's like, why do they have the boss here but not an actual character?
True.
You know, so you could definitely see it from both sides of the coin. I find it very strange how they have an assist trophy and a boss, but not any actual character representation.
Mm-hmm. Well, who's representing Master Hand and Crazy Hand?
Who cares?
The Mii's.
The Mii's, yes.
Right, next, so Nintendo first party, the Ring Fit Adventure protagonist, or like the bodybuilder dragon bad guy.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned Monster Hunter and Ring Fit, because these were two characters who I had very high up on my prediction list, but they just missed out on the actual video. Because I've mentioned them both in previous videos I've made, and I could see Nintendo doing something like that with the Ring Fit character, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, how would they work? I mean, probably very similar to Wii Fit Trainer, I suppose. But they do like sort of like whatever exercising instead of just yoga poses, maybe. I don't know. And they got the ring fit ring as well.
I think the moveset would be based around the ring and different exercises you can do with it. I think they could be really creative with it, honestly.
Definitely, yeah.
And there's potential you could actually use the ring apparatus as a controller whilst you're playing as that character.
That would be dreadful.
That would be horrific.
Sorry, I've just got to exercise now to do my up smash.
But it would be really fun. Like I could see it happening. I think a lot of people will be angry because this is the problem now. We're approaching the final three, and there's gonna be so much more expectation for these last three characters that I feel like if the Ring Fit character got chucked in, people will just break out on a Twitter civil war or something.
You love using that expression, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Right, last group. Yes, it's another Sonic character.
Oh no.
Can you guess who it is?
Well, Knuckles is an assist trophy, and so is Shadow. We've already mentioned Eggman, so I guess that leaves Tails.
Oh yes. I know he's a Mii costume. But, hear me out. I think Sonic needs his little buddy in there with him.
Is this the only argument you have? You think Sonic needs a friend?
Well, Mario's got Luigi, Donkey Kong's got Diddy Kong, Link's got Young Link and Toon Link.
I don't think Link counts as his buddies himself.
Okay. Popo has Nana, the Ice Climbers.
I don't know. Like, I'll be happy if Tails was in the game. I think there's more potential with Eggman though.
Especially with the whole heroes villains.
Yeah,
concept.
Like like Cloud had Sephiroth, and I think the villain thing would be a lot more interesting. Ooh, you okay?
I've just had a thought. Yes.
What's that?
The Castlevania boys have a boss fight. You have to fight Dracula with them, like in the story mode and in the classic mode.
Okay.
Where's my Eggman boss fight?
Well, this is the point. This is the thing. We haven't got one because he might be a character.
I know, it's making me sad. Right, anyway, right. So, last third-party character, Shantae.
Oh, get out of here with Shantae. I made a video and I chucked her on the thumbnail and everyone was getting mad at me because I put Shantae on the list of characters who aren't going to be in the game. Why do people think Shantae's going to be in the game? I don't understand.
Her original game was on the Game Boy Color.
Cool, and that did dreadfully.
But she's still ongoing. She's still alive, which I think is amazing.
But like she's an indie character, and if the spot had to go to someone, it would be Shovel Knight, right?
He's an assist trophy.
Exactly. This is what I mean. This is my point. Like, how disappointing! Like, we've had 2 indie games, Undertale and Shovel Knight.
Actually, 3. Don't forget Cuphead.
And Cuphead. All these characters who have been so cool to have. What, they're gonna pick Shantae over all 3 of them? Of course they're not. Who's Shantae in comparison to those 3? People banging on about
Shantae's a legend.
Nah, come on.
His first game was in 2002, and the last game was in
the first game did awfully, and then they didn't have another game come out for like 10 years or something, and then someone just came back and just let's give Shantae a go.
The only reason why it didn't do so good, was because it was on the Game Boy Color when the Game Boy Advance was out. So that's their fault.
Okay.
Whose fault is that? Theirs.
I don't know. I do not think Shantae will be in there. I will happily, take my hat off and admit I'm wrong if Shantae does get announced, but I cannot see it happening.
Yeah. And finally, my original, first-party Nintendo character is...
Ooh.
I haven't got one.
Oh,
I jokingly said to you, Goomba, to tail end the whole...
we started with Piranha Plants and we end with Goomba.
Why not?
To be fair, nobody, and I don't care if anyone tries to say they did, I will never believe you, nobody was going to guess Piranha Plant. So they could just troll us really hard.
Initially, I did think it was an assist trophy.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's cool, a Piranha Plant assist. What? When it came up, Piranha Plant chomps into battle or whatever it said.
Something like that, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can never tell which direction Nintendo are going on. I mean, this is what makes prediction videos fun, is that we can predict and guess, but at the end of the day, it really could be anyone. Nintendo could go down a really serious route with Sephiroth and the bad guys, which nobody really saw coming because we didn't get any sort of music or anything with Cloud. But then they could just turn around, completely flip the table, and give us Piranha Plant. It's just, yeah. You can predict Nintendo to be unpredictable.
Yes, definitely. I did briefly type down Bandana Waddle Dee as well, but.
Yeah, a lot of people. There's definitely a group of people who want Banana Waddle Dee, but I feel like he's just kind of fizzled out a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't know. He always seems to come up whenever a new Smash Bros game gets announced. He's always comes up with people, but as time goes on and when the DLC characters start coming in, he just tends to fade off into irrelevancy because I think people won't know that he's not going to be a DLC character.
Actually, I've got it. We get Mike Tyson from Punch-Out. He's the Little Max bad guy.
The villain.
Yeah.
The rise of the villains, Mike Tyson.
Okay, fine.
Did you say Rillaboom?
No.
Well, Rillaboom was my guess on my top 3 video.
I did watch the video. I'm adding to your view count. Be grateful.
Yeah, Rillaboom, I think definitely has a shot. I'm surprised he hasn't been announced already, and I hope they announce him sooner than later, if I'm going to be honest, because I think people are going to be up in arms if the last character to get announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a Pokemon.
I think it'll be I think it'll be a Byleth, if I'm honest, if it was Rillaboom.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because I thought surely they wouldn't end on Rillaboom, but then they ended the Ultimate roster on Incineroar. They ended the first DLC with Byleth. It's well, they don't care about having a huge character to end it off with, right?
They'd rather end it with a fart.
Yeah. But Fire Emblem gets so much representation, and so does Pokemon, which sells a lot better than Fire Emblem, so why would they not? They've literally added the 2 Pokemon for the last 2 generations, Incineroar and Greninja, and then Lucario from, not the previous generation, but Gen 5 or something?
Sorry?
I don't know.
Which Pokemon?
Lucario. Was he Gen 4 or Gen 5?
Gen 4.
It was Gen 4. Yeah, so yeah. Lucario for Gen 4, Greninja for Gen 6, Incineroar for Gen 8, and it would just makes sense to add Rillaboom for Gen 8.
Incinera's Gen 7.
I'm just confused. I'm getting confused now.
I think the only generation of Pokemon that hasn't got any representation of playable character is Gen 5, yeah. You got You got Pichu from Generation 2, Gold and Silver. You got Mewtwo, Pokemon Trainer, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff from Gen 1.
I don't think Gen 3 has any representation.
No, Gen 3 doesn't either. No, well done. You've got Lucario in Gen 4, Greninja in Gen 6, Incineroar in Gen 7, and not Rillaboom in Gen 8.
Well, who knows? Who knows? I know. They seem to want to put like the current Pokemon, and that's actually what the past Smash games have shown us. They want to put the current Pokemon. So I don't know why they would end that trend with Pokemon and continue it with Fire Emblem. But if they're gonna put the brand new Fire Emblem character in the DLC, then I don't get why they wouldn't put a brand new Pokemon in the DLC as well. It just doesn't really add up to me.
Gotta catch 'em all, Fire Emblem.
And they're all anime sword fighters. I know Byleth's not quite. She is different, to be fair to her, but God, like at least the Pokemon are wildly different from each other.
Apart from Pikachu and Pichu, but
Oh,
and Lucario and Mewtwo.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
Greninja did something different, and Pokemon Trainer did too.
And Incineroar is
he's a fighting dark type.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's a fire dark type. Not fighting.
Yeah.
Right, so Fairy. Sorry. Right then, I guess we're wrapping this up now.
Yeah, no, I think that wraps up the video rather nicely. So thank you, T, for coming on and discussing our Smash Bros. Characters.
No worries, no problem. It's been nice to be here. Again.
Yeah, and again, yes. And let us know what you guys think. Do you agree with our picks or do you disagree with our picks? Be sure to let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe for all things Nintendo.
Dun, 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 dun.